This is the assembly and installation of our monitor mount, which covers both the dual arm and single arm monitor mount, but I'm going to assemble the dual arm. Basically, it's a duplicate of the single arm, but with two arms. And this is the box that it comes in. After you open the box, you'll notice right away that there is a plate that is used as a laptop holder. So you can either use the dual monitor mount as two mounts, or you can have it with your laptop. So if you do not wish to use it, you can discard this plate. These are all the parts that come in the box, which include an instruction manual for the monitor arm and also a separate instruction sheet for the laptop plate if you choose to use that. You have the center post, which both monitor arms will slide into. You have again, this is a double arm configuration, so you have the two monitor arms with the VESA mounting. There are two mounting arms for the double, and then what you get for the single configuration is just the one arm. You have all the hardware screws for every possible mounting that you would need, both from a monitor and also mounting to the tabletop. And then two very important tools, which is an Allen key and a smaller Allen key with a slotted screwdriver at one end. And the tools that you will need yourself is a Phillips head screwdriver. This is the mounting kit for the laptop plate, should you choose to use it. The two possible ways to mount this are either clamping it onto the side, the back edge of the tabletop, or you can actually screw into the tabletop, which is what this plate is. So the first step is to decide if you're going to mount it either from the back edge or mount it directly to the tabletop. And it comes configured with mounting it to the back edge with the clamp. And that's really what we're going to step through right now. The only difference is if you want to mount it directly to the tabletop, you just unscrew this post here and screw it in to this housing here. And then that's what goes on instead of the clamp. But for this demonstration, the harder assembly is assembling it by clamping it to the back. So for right now, we're going to cast this aside. This has already been assembled into place. You just want to lower it so you have plenty of access from screwing at the bottom here. And our monitor mounts come with two USB connections, so it'll sit on top of your desktop, but you want to make sure you orient this so it's facing the front of your desk. So as you can see here, this plate here will be towards the back, and then this is towards the front of the desk. And actually, to make sure the lock is fully secure, go ahead and tighten these set screws that are on the side. Two spots. And now this is locked. Orient your USB ports to the front. Make sure your cables fit into the slots. And now you want to assemble this with these three screws, or two screws rather. Into the plastic. Okay, after you're done tightening the two screws into the plastic, you want to make sure you can protect your tabletop by putting these little rubber bumpers over the screws. They give you 5 of them, so go ahead and put it in even over the holes. So now you have a nice distributed patch, so it'll protect your tabletop. Okay, now we simply want to position the mount in the center of your table. And then twist the clamp into place so it's nice and snug. And a tip to make this go smooth is actually make sure your cable tray is pushed in all the way in so you have the clearance for this knob here. And you can always go back and adjust it if you need to, but right now we have it pushed all the way in. Tighten the knob. Make sure you have good clearance for your cables. These are cables that are actually going to go into your cable tray. That's nice and tight. Okay, the next step is mounting the arms. And usually it's recommended that you mount the arms onto your monitor first, which we don't have a monitor to show you how to do this, but if you have a VESA mounted monitor, you lay your monitor flat on the table and you mount each one of these arms onto your monitor using this packet of screws that we're given. So you have one for each arm. Or the other option, which we're going to do for our case, is to mount one monitor on one arm and the laptop holder on the other arm. So inside your hardware kit for the laptop plate, you have a Velcro strap, which you may or may not want to use to secure your laptop onto the plate. For our installation, we're going to not use it. You have these 4 little pads, which actually help secure your laptop onto the plate, and these get mounted in 4 locations on top of your plate. And then these 4 holes line up with your VESA holes on the monitor arm. Make sure you orient it in the right orientation, which is like this. You want to use your countersunk screw from the top, 1 washer from the bottom, and then the lock nut to secure it into place. And now we've tightened the plate onto the arm, and actually you will need an adjustable wrench so that you can hold the nuts from the back. We want to mount the arm now to the post, and be very careful not to lose this plastic sleeve that goes inside here. That's what gives it the non-friction. And the first thing you want to do to mount the arm is to take off these little spacers, and you'll be using your little Allen key with the flathead screwdriver on it. Okay, so now I want to tighten my collar again, like that. And if you want to adjust your arm, there's actually a little tightening screw back here that will tighten that up a little bit. And then this is all spring-loaded. Now at this point, you want to put your other collar back on with the wide portion at the top, like so. And about 6 inches, 5 or 6 inches from the bottom one is where you want to position it, or perhaps 4 inches. Use your screwdriver again to tighten it. Okay, and now you want to put your second arm over the post like that. Again, make sure you have your little plastic sleeve in there, and your little metal tang is in there as well. Slide that over. Oh, see, I have a little bit of interference between the 2 knuckles, so I want to actually raise this up just a little bit. Okay, so now you have the clearance of both knuckles, and now you assume that you have your monitor on this arm, either a monitor or your laptop tray on this arm, so you can actually adjust the monitors to be the same height, the same level, or independent of each other. One key thing to mention, depending on the weight of your monitor, is you can adjust the tension by using the big Allen key and this little Allen head right here. And there's a plus and minus sign depending on how much tension you want on your counterbalance. So if you have a heavier monitor, you want to go towards the plus sign. If you have a lighter monitor, you want to go towards the minus sign. That's it.